I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Whew. Thank you guys for being here. Hope you guys have been good. Noah, thank you for being here. Kristen Melinda, swinging a ranch. Mark Galbitz, thank you for being here. Bizzle, my dude. Another man, very handy with a ranch. Brian Vanderbroek, good to see you. Look at that. All my good wrenches. Tracy and Michelle, hello there. Saying hi to Biz. Jeremy Fowler, Berkey, 91, Grumpy Gill, Balaki, Brock Bandy. Thank you guys for being here. So, man, you know what? Let me tell you something. You guys have watched me eat a lot of peppers and eat hot stuff. Do you know one thing that never happens to me? See if anybody can guess it. I'll give you a minute. Heard you. Good to see you. Matthew Peckham, good to see you. Can anybody figure out something? Never happens to me, despite me eating all the hot stuff there is. I'll just tell you. Sanitarium Radio, good to see you. I never get heartburn, ever. I'm sorry, Bizzle. Not good at chat. It's bugging out again. It's all right. I never get heartburn, like ever. For real, I never get heartburn. Man, today you know what had happened? It happened after I've eaten a bunch of peppers today. 2 of them I've not even uploaded. They're shorts, but one of them gave me the worst heartburn. Man, oh man. Sam, good to see you. Jimmy Pickles, good to see you. Jason P, my dude. Keith Kingman, how are you, man? Trying to think. You on Messenger? You're on Messenger on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, but you can find me on Messenger. It's Johnny Scoville. Try that there. Never had anybody have a problem with my email. Try it again. It's chasetheheat@gmail.com. Give it a shot. And hopefully it'll work. So I've had the worst heartburn ever, man. I was on the phone with Brock today. We were talking, and he's like, dude, drink some vinegar. So what I did was I had 2 choices of vinegar. I had apple cider vinegar, and I had some white vinegar. And I don't know what the deal was. For some reason in my noggin, I thought apple cider vinegar's got to work better. I don't even know if any one would work better than another. Who knows? But I put about that much in a glass and drank it. And it kind of stopped it for a little while. And then we were on the phone for like a while. For the majority of the time we were on the phone, it kind of subsided. As soon as we hung up, it came back. So then he messaged me. He's like, how's your heartburn? I'm like, it came back, dude. I told him that I tried the apple cider vinegar. He said, I've only ever done it with white. So I went, man, I got the wrong vinegar. So I went and tried it with white. I don't know if it's just that sort of worked. And it's just sort of coming down. It's almost been a wave sort of thing. It's really strange because it never happens to me. Other than that, I'm great. Berkey91, thanks for asking me. My day's been great. Ate a bunch of peppers. Had a good time. You know what I got? I got the greatest new thing, man, for the cat. I want to make sure I don't say it wrong. Hang on. You have no idea how cool this is. Do we have any cat owners and people that have cats in the chat? Narfman, good to see you, bro. Thanks for being here. So if Jane, how are you? Jane August, thanks for being here. Barbara's here. Hi, Barbara. Hello, Johnny and everyone on the bus. I have my hands busy. But I'm listening. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Thank you so much. I am, and I think a lot of us are. So we have a bunch of, I'm owned by cat. Boy, me too, Narfman. So we have a bunch of cat people. All right, this is the coolest thing in the world. The Shelly Kelly, thanks for being here. Bella Lagrisi, thank you for being here. Roja. All right, so here's what I've got. The bane of every cat, if you have cats, the cat box is a drag. Now, here's the thing. I've had cats forever. My house doesn't smell like cats. If you came to my house, you'd never know we had a cat unless it walked into the room. I'm serious. But it's still a drag to have to empty it. I'm anal about it. The second she uses it, I empty it. But it's a lot of work, and I want to be nice for the cat. I got something called a Nikasa, M1. You guys ever heard of it? Gouthie, good to see you. Dean, thanks for being here, bro. This is the coolest thing. It is a smart cat box. Sharona. That's what it looks like. Look at that. It looks just like this. The top right here is open. The cat gets in it, does its duty. It's a smart. I have an app on my phone. It's genius. 5 minutes after the cat exits, the cat or the thing rotates like this, and everything falls below and is caught in a thing below. And it rights itself, and it's every single time it's brand new. Every single time she goes in it, and I don't have to touch it. When the thing's full, it sends me a notification on my phone because there's an app. I can check it if I'm away. It tells me what time she went in, how long she was in there, and what business she did. I'm not fooling you. You can track your cat's health. It's the coolest thing in the world. But the best part is I don't touch it. So how cool is that? It's the Mikasa M1. It's amazing. If you have cats, look into it. I kid you not, they're amazing. But whatever you do, don't buy it yet. You can buy it actually, but use the promo code Scoville, SCOVILLE, and you'll get a discount. It's pretty cool. They're amazing. I'm going to do a video of it pretty soon. James Collins cares. You know what happened? This is a really strange situation. My channel's there are 6,500 videos on this channel, and 99% of them are about peppers and hot stuff. I make videos playing guitar, and I make videos about the cat. They're just shorts, though. They're not like main videos, they're shorts. Jason Pahura, good to see you. So this person messaged me, says, we love your cat. This company, we have a deal for you. I'm like, what's the deal? The deal is we'll send you one. I said, really? He said, you just got to make a video about it. Cheap Sea Soul. So I said, I've been fooled by the banana in the tailpipe before. This sounds too good to be true. So they said, all to do is make one video. I'm going to make a dozen. This is the coolest thing you ever saw. I kid you not. They're amazing. They're normally, I hate to even tell you this, but they're normally $550. Okay. If you use the promo code Scoville in all capital letters, you save $100. But I promise you, it's the coolest thing. It's the here's how you get the way you introduce it with a new into your home, because it's a new deal. You put it in the spot that its old one was in, and you put the other one available. So they do have the option. Hi, Celestial. Thanks for being here. Hi, Pat F. Good to see you. We all can use a little daily squirrel. Thank you, Sanitarium Radio. She's going to jump in the pool one of these days. I'm not even fooling you. Have you seen the lit ones lately? She gets so close that you can see her breath rippling the water. She has this wicked curiosity about it. She's going in, I can tell you. You know what's really funny, Gouthie? He says mine goes outside. Don't care what kind of business he does. It comes back inside. Let me tell you something. I get it. We had my childhood cat was a cat I got when I was like 3. Man, she was alive when I went to college. She died when I was a sophomore. And she was an amazing animal. I named her Linda. How silly is that? I had a wicked crush on my dad's secretary. Nick, my brother, good to see you. I'm glad you're here, bro. Thank you for stopping in. So I had this crazy crush on my dad's secretary, so I named this cat Linda. And this was Vermont, man. Never once did they go in the house. They just went to the door when they had to go out. We let them out, did their business outside. They'd come back in, and that's how it was. They never made a mistake. They, lived amazing cats. Cats make life better. I announced it. I think I said it. You know what I did? I said it in a. Can't say it yet. I was in a bus pass live stream. And there was only there was a small number of us in there. And I said, here's the name. So I did tell everybody, but I'm not going to say it yet. Till we actually get her, I'm not going to say it. But she's an adorable little creature. Squirrel is getting sponsored. She's going to, what's really funny? I'm thinking about doing this. Since we're talking about it, let me ask you guys. Monk, I'm going to Monk. Good, thanks for being here, Monk. Good to see you, dude. What do you think about me starting a channel just for the cats? I think some people that, oh, here's the thing. It's not like you, if you're subscribing to the channel and you get notifications and you get a cat video, it's not like you have to watch it. You don't watch it if you don't like it. You know, people pick and choose. It's like a buffet. You know, I have people say I came for the challenges, I stayed for the reviews. I have people that watch just for the guitar. I have people that watch just for the cat. So I don't know if it's a problem, me doing cat videos, but I was thinking about starting a channel for the cats. Short note, Carrie. Thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping in. Anyway, I think it'd be fun. I do have a great name for the cat, though. It's a stellar name. And here's the thing. I think I'm going to get a male, too. She's a female Maine Coon. She's adorable. She's huge already, and she's just young. I was thinking about getting a male as well. And starting a channel for those two in particular. I remember the name Roar. It's not the name. It's a great name, don't you think? It's a great name. I love the name. I should just tell you. I'll tell you. There's not that many of us here. It's our secret. There's a lot of people that aren't watching. Her name is Katy Purry. That's the name. It's a great name for her. It fits her really well. Wes Lightburn, good to see you, bro. B. Hendricks, good to see you. We do not have a rain garden in my neighborhood that I know about, B. Hendricks. Let me see if I can answer you, Pat F. Can someone answer me? Anyone familiar with Jamaican Scotch bonnet plant? It's not dead, but growing extremely slowly compared to my other plants. Anything different I should be doing? Where are you, Pat? That's the first question I got for you. Is that, because if you're in Australia, that's, the weather's, it's the opposite time of the year. Summer's winter, December is summer there. So it depends on where you are. Windmill Willie, ahoy. Good to see you. Heard ya. The video of the joke I told Squirrel was hilarious. Yeah, she's going to do a lot more jokes. I thought that was fun. I like that one too. So listen, if I do get a male, his name is going to be George Cooney. So I thought the channel could be Katy Purry and George Cooney. Get the George Cooney. It's a Maine Coon. I thought that would be stellar. So anyway, you know what? My heartburn's almost gone. I feel way better. Yeah, Noah remembers it from the live stream. How important is a YouTube channel name, B. Hendricks? You know what? I don't know. It's a hell of a question. I don't know. I didn't really, when I started Chase, I didn't have like a whole bunch of names, or I'm like, let's look at a few and run it by a panel and have them check it out. I had Chase the Heat, and that was it. And that was it. So I never had anything else. There was no other choice. That was just the way it was going to be. That works. Anything but Russell Brands, Jade says. Not a fan, I guess. Let me see where I'm still trying to find I'm trying to find Pat, where he lives. Did he answer? I'm still looking for Pat's answer from where he lives. I haven't seen it yet. Droovy, my dude, good to see you, man. If they're fixed and they're from the same, the person I'm getting them from, heard you, told me that she didn't think it would be an issue. We'll see. I'm not married to the idea. I'm not married at all. So Noah says, I thought about creating a Facebook page for local chili heads around me to share peppers, hot sauces. Do it. Now, when I started Chase Heat, there was a couple Facebook pages, groups. I'm not joking, just a handful. Now there are a gajillion. Okay, Pat says it's about 2 years, only about 8 inches tall, never sprouted a pepper in Detroit. Well, first of all, you're in Detroit. The plant is outside. Well, cold weather is a big reason it's growing really slowly. You know what I mean? It's December, and you're in Detroit, and the plant's outside. You're going to pull that thing inside, or it ain't going to live. It's outside. Oh, the plant is, I'm sorry, excuse me. It's outside during the summer, and inside under a plant lamp in the wintertime. How big a lamp is it? How hot is it? It's going to slow. Listen, it's not going to grow as fast under a lamp as it's going to grow under the natural light. You know what I mean? So that's going to factor in a lot. 2 years, it's been about 2 years, only 18 inches tall. Can I tell you something, Pat? I don't want to bum you out, but let me tell you something interesting that I learned from Tom Broom. Well, I was with Tom. We were going through his plants. He was looking at plants. I was looking at plants he had. He's going, "Oh, that'll never do it," and he'll destroy it. I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "Weak genes." It was hi, Lynn. Thank you for your email, Lynn. You're awesome. So anyway, I was like, "Why'd you do that?" He goes, "I don't want to, perpetuate a weak trait. If it's not a strong plant, I'm getting rid of it. The last thing I want is a weak plant." So I don't know what to tell you. To me, if I could tell you, Tom Broom would do with that plant. It could just be, I'm not sure. I don't know. Dean, you know what? Dean's a grower. Dean, what do you think? Chime in, please, if you could. Megan's the world. Megan's the world. Megan. That's what it is. Hi, Johnny. Love your videos. Thank you so much. How do I build a tolerance for peppers? I've been stuck on jalapenos for about 2 years, and I can't seem to go past the heat level. I'm so glad you asked me, Megan. All right, so there's a couple things you can do. First of all, if you go to on my channel, if you go to the playlist, there is a category called pepperology, and I have created a whole bunch of videos specifically about guys. By the way, Noah just asked a question with Q's in front of it. If you have a question, throw Q's in. It won't slide by me. If you got a comment or something you want me to read out loud, put Q's in it, or big Q's. I won't miss it that way. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of videos I've done specifically about raising your tolerances, okay? In addition to that, we've done some videos where we will pick a pepper, like a jalapeno. You might want to watch this. It's in the playlist for pepperology. It's a 6-day series. On day 1, we have a little bit of a jalapeno. We taste it. And each day, we're learning more facts about peppers and stuff. It's kind of cool. And each day, read a little bit more. And you have a logbook. And on the logbook, you're going to write down what you prepped with, if you prepped, what it tasted like, what it smelled like, what the burn was like, how hot it went to you on 1 to 10, how long did the burn last, when did it go away, did it disrupt your stomach, and you're going to take really good notes. And day 2, eat just a little bit more. Day 3, a little bit more. And by day 5, eat the whole thing. Now, you don't have to do that. I did it in 5 days in a row just so it wasn't a 30-day series. You know what I mean? However, if you have to eat this much of a jalapeno for 6 months, whatever. But the idea is to try to each do a little bit more, and you can grow incrementally, and it won't hurt you. You know what I mean? If it's people when going from, it's like David, college boy. If you go from, hey, I'm not a pepperhead, to let me eat some of those Reapers, you're going to suffer. You know what I mean? But you can do it incrementally in such a way that you can get there without killing yourself. You know what I mean? Chris and Melinda says, somebody recommended Swampadelic to me. I ordered on the way, getting ready to have our faces burned off. That is a wicked good sauce. It's one of my favorite sauces. I've gone through a lot of it. It is delicious. Arwa is here. Arwa, thank you for being here. All right, question from Noah. I've got hundreds of seeds from several various peppers. I've harvested a year ago. I grew them this year. How long will those seeds last? How old are you, Noah? They'll last a long time. Let me tell you something. In the first year of the channel, just me being me, thanks for being here. In the first year of the channel, I reviewed a bunch of peppers, all right, from a guy named Ron Crum. And it was called the RC 420. RC, because that's his nickname, or his initials, and the 420. And the reason it was named the 420, he was at a concert, and someone said, hey, man, you want to sneak out back just for a minute? And he thought he was going to go out and have a number with this dude. He went out there. The guy gave him some pepper seeds. The 420 Maruga, you bet. He gave him pepper seeds. He's like, and so he called it 420 because that's what they thought they were going to be doing. But it didn't turn out to be a 420. It was just getting seeds. Here's the story he told me. I don't think he's lying to me. He said he went home, didn't grow them, threw them in a desk drawer for 10 years. and then, or even longer. Maybe I can go back and look at the videos because I tell the story freshly after he told me in the video. So it's there if you want to go back and look at them. Just in Chase the Heat, search RC420 Maruga. Anyhow, the way he tells the story is he had him for 10 years in his top dresser drawer, and finally one day he's like, man, I'm gonna grow those things. And he grew them, and they were so freaking hot that nobody could eat them. Everybody was like, it's too hot, you can't even eat them. What's the point of having them? So he put them away again, back in the desk drawer, the rest of the seeds for another, 10 years or something ridiculous. And then grew them. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. The guy he doesn't. I'll tell you what, we have a doubter. Dizzy would be skeptical. I don't know. I don't have an answer. I've never grown. I'm just telling you what the dude told me. I have another QQQ. All right. Brian Vanderbroek says, I used the last of my Serranos making burrito filling today. Ooh, does that sound good? Going to pick up another package tomorrow and start doing 2 per day as your advice from yesterday. Sounds good. But so anyway, getting back to raising your tolerance, there are lots of videos, a whole bunch of them, all about raising your tolerance in a thoughtful, careful way. You can listen. How bad do you want to dance? If you really listen, you can go at your own pace. That's the beauty of this. That's kind of why I named it Chase the Heat. Like everybody marches to the beat of their own drum. That's how everybody chases the heat. It's not a contest. It's not a race. And everybody has their own way of doing it. And there's no wrong way to do it. There really isn't even a right way to do it. Actually, there's a wrong way to do it. But if you do it the right way, you don't hurt yourself, Keith Kingman, you're a star. He says, don't forget to smash that like button, everybody, if you haven't. Boy, my heartburn is gone. Rick Spicer, thank you for being here, dude. I am so glad that stuff is gone. Ron Crum used to stage crew for famous bands years ago, like Rolling Stones, Dixie Chicks. You bet he did. He's a fun dude. Interesting guy. He sent me back, first year of the channel, he sent me some moonshine. It was moonshine made, like real moonshine, made with Maruga Scorpion. And if you let it sit, I would let it sit. If it sat overnight, you look at it, it was almost clear. There'd be this dark band on the bottom, a dark red band on the bottom. But when you shake it up, the thing it looked like tomato, it looked like V8 juice. It was crazy how red it was. And I did 3 shots of it in a video just to taste it. And I wasn't trying to get hammered or anything. I was just tasting it. I didn't get silly in the video or anything. But that was the first really bad bout of calf cramps I had with the channel. About 20 minutes after I turned the camera off, I thought I was going to die. It was so bad. I was like, it was just searing, gripping pain. Boy, calf cramps are no joke, people. I had some yesterday. No fun. But listen, here's the great thing about it. I think it's really, really good to take notes. And the idea in that series I did, where it's a 5-day series or 6-day series, on day 5, you eat the whole pepper. And then right after you eat the whole pepper, you eat the exact same amount you did on day 1 and make notes. And then compare the notes from that and the first time you ever did it, and you won't believe how much your tolerance has grown. Another thing if you want to do it, go to johnnyscoville.com and get a Tube of Terror, or get Tube of Terror 2.0. If you go there right now, they're signed. There's I would say there's 10 or 20 signed tubes of each and those are spectacular for raising your tolerance. If you just eat a couple peanuts a day, every day, until the Tube of Terror is gone, and you will be blown away by how much higher your tolerance is. Look at that. Do peppers at your pace, no matter how long it takes. Absolutely, man. What'd you say the first time? Because you said, just kidding. Yep, full force. That's kind of how I did, just because I'm a lunatic and I don't do anything halfway. If it's, worth doing, it's worth overdoing. It's been my motto for, since I was a kid. You know where I got that? Anybody know where I got that from? I had an uncle, my dad's brother. I was a child, and I heard him say that at a party. I'm like, he's a madman. Noah, do you think hot sauces have potential to result in death if the person with pre-existing health conditions? Of course. I always see warnings, but wonder validity. Yeah, if somebody has a allergy to capsaicin, hot sauce. Yeah, I mean, I assume it could. That's why yeah, I think it could be. I think it probably could be bad if you have an allergy. I mean, allergies are scary stuff, you know. So I got something cool to tell you. Okay, way back, I think the first time I reviewed something for this guy was March 18th, 2018. 83 days ago, something like that. Almost 7.7 or 7.75 of a year. 7 years and 3/4. So it was a long time ago. He happened to be we'll play a game. We'll see if anybody can guess it. He was a sauce maker. The first time I did a collaboration, this is way before Chase the Heat hot sauce. And I did a collaboration with somebody. Anybody know who that was? Let's see if anybody can get it. I'm flying through, so make sure you put big Q's in if you want me to read it or if it's a question, because I can't keep up with how fast the chat's going. Nobody's guessed it. So it was Salmon Oliver. Anybody know Salmon Oliver? We did a sauce collaboration. First, he had great Joey Oliver. Good to see you, dude. Excuse me. He had amazing sauces. He really did. They were wonderful. He had Mind Flay, was a strawberry Reaper dessert sauce that was just spectacular. He had a bunch of really great sauces. He had Sundowner. He had a bunch of barbecue sauces. They were really great sauces. So one day, early on in the channel, way back, he comes to me and says, "Hey, dude, let's do a collaboration." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, let's make a sauce, and we'll put your name on it, and we'll work together to get the sauce right, and we'll split some money together." And I thought, I'd like to do that. Hi, Diane. DS Kitty, thanks for being here. So I said, I'll do that. And his name is Jeff McGinnis. All right. Great guy. So I said, fine. He goes, well, what do you want to do? It's your call. I said, let's do a dessert sauce. He goes, what do you want? I said, how about we do raspberry and Reaper? Do you guys remember the raspberry Reaper sauce we did? Anybody in the chat remember the name? It was a spectacular sauce. Let's see if anybody can guess it. I'm sure somebody in the chat is going to remember it. It was wonderful. Anyhow, the first year, was it the first year I went to? It was the first year I think I went to the New York City Hot Sauce Expo. No, it was the second year. I was at his booth. Hi, Anna Banana. I queued your question. I'll get to it in just a moment. So we had a booth. Jeff McGinnis had a booth for Salmon Oliver, and we had our sauce. Anybody remember the name? Nobody can guess it. It was called Razorberry. And it was a great, really wicked good hot sauce. It was called Razorberry. And my mom called it Razzleberry. She used to give me a hard time. It was a wicked good sauce. It was spectacular. Very classy, black and silver label. It was a very, very cool sauce. We sold out in 4 hours at the New York City Hot Sauce Expo. But we only were going to do it was when we set it up, we went into it. It's going to do one run and we're going to stop. So we did. We did one run and we stopped. And the reason I'm bringing it up is I have some very exciting news for everybody. Jeff McGinnis is coming back. He's back in business after a long hiatus. He's excited now. I talked to him today. I hadn't talked to him in several years. That's not true. We communicate electronically. We haven't spoken in a while. So he's doing well, and he's in business again. And his company is called Razorberry. That's the name of his hot sauce company. So he kind of took the name from that sauce that we did, and he's made that the name of his hot sauce company. But I have sauce on the way here that I'm very, very excited to review. All right, so let me see here. Jason Pahura says, have you ever thought about doing a pepper grow of your own? Could be an awesome experiment, even indoors, looking at DWC hydroponic bucket grows. You know what? I've been talking about it for a long time. It's probably time I grow something. I was going to grow, yeah, I should. I think I'm going to. If I do, I'll keep you guys posted, I promise. This is a good one. Pat says we can do this while I'm looking for more, going through the questions. You can, while you're kind of thinking, sitting there. Can we do a fun game, a poll? Which fast food place has the best and the worst spicy food? I'm going to chime in right now. Actually, no, I won't. I'm going to wait until the end. I don't want to influence anything. Good one. Best and worst fast food spice category. Great question. Great game. Heard you says, if somebody went to the ER in panic mode from eating something super hot, what would the doctor, would the doctor step out of the room laughing? Just curious how that visit goes. I'll tell you how it goes. Here's how it goes. Listen, man, the first time I drank a bottle of this, I was in my room 4 hours after on the floor in an egg because I couldn't straighten out. Everything was so contracted from the cramps. I mean, I couldn't move. I had 911 on my phone laying in front of me, queued up, and for a couple hours I thought about pushing it. But what I did was I went through the little mental gymnastics that we're doing right now with your question. I thought, what would a doctor do? I can tell you what a doctor would do. Here's what a doctor would do. You go in there and you go like, oh my God, because that's what happened. And they'd be like, holy crap, what happened? They'd be way more concerned, than they needed to be. But you'd be like, because when it's really bad, if it's bad enough that you're going to the doctor, you're doubled up, you're panting, screaming, you're going, I need help, help me. So what happens? I've seen grown men scream. They'd say, what happened? What did you do? I like in my case, had I gone to the doctor, I'd be like, oh my God, I can't die. They'd say, what did you do? I drank some plutonium, a whole bottle. They'd be like, you drank plutonium? And I'm like, no, not that kind of plutonium. Hot sauce. It's a pepper extract. And immediately they'd be going, oh, okay. They wouldn't pump your stomach because pumping your stomach would be more harmful, be harder on your body than just passing it. What the doctor would do, he'd give you dairy options too. You'd have milk, you'd have some yogurt. He wouldn't pump your stomach, and he would charge you a lot of money for it. So that's probably what would happen. What he'd say is, you got yourself into this, cowboy. Did somebody put a gun to your head and make you drink that? No. Why'd you drink it? Well, I have a YouTube channel. Didn't go well. Popal Sky, do you have any sponsorship deals? I do. I have a couple. One of my favorites are these. Here, I'll show you. I'm wearing a pair right now of leather ones, but these, I have a sponsorship with this company. It's not peppers, but they're the coolest things in the world. They're called Vibram 5-finger toe shoes, and they're just amazing. They're the most. It's the only thing I've worn for probably five or 6 years now. It's the only thing I wear. I have a couple other ones, but that's the big one. Oh, I have a Catbox sponsorship. A couple other ones, but thank you. Do you have a hot pepper tattoo? Oh, I have plenty. You want to see them? Here, I'll show you my. So I told my mother I was going to make a Christmas ornament out of my the part that I cut off. She recoiled in horror, like it was a terrible idea. That was kind of a good idea. All right, so pepper tattoos. There's one. It's cut. It's scarred. I got hit with an airbag, and it came out and scarred me. You can't really see it, but there's a scar. If you're with me, you can see it. There's a scar here that ruined my tattoo, but this was a name. If you're paying attention, don't tattoo someone's name on you. If you do, it's going to take a while to find just the right pepper to cover it up. This was a purple tiger grown by Donnie. Oh my God. My friend Donnie grew it 6 years ago. And it was really funny. I said, I've got a tattoo I need to cover up. I need somebody to grow a pepper. And I swear to you, the ripple and the wrinkle on the picture he sent me matched the letters in this name I need to get rid of. I'm not joking you. It looked like if you bladed it over, it's like, he goes, I said, can I use that picture? He goes, the picture, do you want to eat it? I said, what? I thought it was a picture. He goes, yeah, it's growing right now. I said, you're joking. He goes, no. So he sent it to me. I ate it, took the picture, went to a place, and I have a video of this getting put on. That was the first pepper tattoo I got. The second pepper tattoo I got was, hold on. These are just tattoos I got since I started the channel, because they aren't all peppers, but like this one's not a pepper tattoo, but I got that in the Philippines. It's a traditional Filipino tattoo. Another one, if you're paying attention, that hurts a lot. There's no fat there. So it's not really a good place. If you see most people that have tattoos on their elbow, there's a spot like a spider web, but they have a spot in the middle where that's not tattooed. That's because it hurts a lot. But this was a Filipino, and under a black light, a bunch of it glows. I got this in Manila. It's a bus with people in it, and the peppers, and the guitar, and flames. I got that, which is the capsaicin. That's what the formula for capsaicin. I got the flag in Tennessee. I got this is another pepper that I ate, and then I got the tattoo because it was so beautiful. And has anybody ever got a tattoo and the next day you wake up and it's imprinted on the sheets you're sleeping on? I have pictures of every one of the tattoos I got since I started the channel and the sheets I ruined that night. It's hilarious. You can see them. It's funny as can be. I got this one here was from the show Super Hot, which was great because this was like $400 and they paid for that. I was pretty psyched about that. So I got a couple tattoos. You want to hear something funny? My mom's not a tattoo person. Doesn't dig them. The other day she looks at me and she goes, you still have room on your arm. I said, yes, I need to get another one. Anna Banana asked, have you heard of Runkle of the Bailey? Canadian lawyer who loves peppers. The hotter the better. Man, I need to take a picture of that comment because I'm going to seek him out because number one, you never know when you're going to need a lawyer. And when you do, you want him to like peppers. Thank you, Anna Banana. I've not heard, but I will look out. Silver Surfer asks, how did you come up with the cherry nightmare jelly used in the chocolate bar? I don't know how they made it. This is why the way that came to be. They asked me, the guys from oh my god, I can't remember, man. I'll think before the thing's over. They said let's do a collab on a chocolate bar. Willie Pete's. So they said let's do a collab on a chocolate bar. I said great, let's do it because they make spectacular chocolate bars. So I said, well, what kind do you like? What do you want to do? You pick it's your flavor profile. We're on the phone. He goes, you need some time to think about it? I said, no. I said, dark chocolate, cherries, and Reapers. And he said, done. So he one whack and he made it, and it was amazing. And that's how we did that one. Then we did the chili cherry nightmare in white chocolate. Something happens apparently when you do the white chocolate, something in the way they make it. It was the exact same recipe, but it was hotter. I love you, Bizzle. How long since you rode the bike, fatty? It's been a while, dude. I need to get on it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, dude. Arwa asked, do the toe shoes help with your back? You know what? I think they probably do. You know, when I first got them, the first week, here's how that thing worked. The first week I had them, I didn't like them. I bought them. I wore them one day. I was like, forget this. I took them off. And I didn't wear them again for probably 6 months. And I had a blowout in a pair of shoes I had. And I was like, oh, no, man, I got to wear these. So I wore them. And the first day, I didn't really like them. And day two, that was it. I haven't taken them off. They're so comfortable. The ones I have on my feet now are the most comfortable I've ever had. The ones they're the exact same shoe, same design, but this one's leather, and it is the softest leather you've ever touched. It's such a delight to have them on. This is made out of hemp. So anyway, I got a pair and started wearing them. And then I was in a video. I did some video where somebody saw them on my feet, and they said, uh, anyway, that started. They worked there or something, and that started. So then now I've got, I think I have like 5 pair of them now, but they're not for everybody. Listen, I've had 4 or 5 friends now, or maybe even more, buy them because I'm wearing them, and I don't get anything from them. They just give me free shoes. Other deals, if people buy something, I get paid for something, like the bike that I haven't ridden because I'm a fatty. The bike I have. Every time somebody buys one, I think they give me a few dollars or something, or I don't know how much. I don't remember. That was only a short deal and it's expired, so I don't make any money on them anymore. Okay. Paul Pilsky says, cool, Johnny. I love the barefoot shoes. You know what? I got to tell you something funny. I was upset with Vibram. It really was. I was upset with them because here's the problem. The shoes I wear, I have on my feet. This is a problem. I'm glad we're talking about this. They're the exact same shoe, the exact same model. The leather ones I'm wearing are a 43. These are a 45. The exact, so the sizes vary from model to model, but they don't tell you that. So what happened was, I wanted these because I wanted the hemp. They called me and said, "Hey, what do you want?" I said, "Hey, send me a pair of the hemp ones." They said, "Okay." They send me the hemp ones, and it's the wrong size. I said, "What size?" They said, "What size do you wear?" I said, "I don't remember. Can you look at your thing there and tell me what size?" They said, "Oh, yeah, I can do that. You wear a 45 to a 46." I said, "Perfect." So they got me a 45, 46, which was the wrong size. It took 3 attempts to get them right. So I was kind of upset. I said, listen, you're not paying me to wear these. And this is a hassle. And here's what I'm thinking. When I was on the phone with them, I said, I'm not upset that you did this to me, but if somebody buys a pair of shoes because of me and you do this to them, I'm going to be pissed off. That's why I was angry with them. So I said, I don't think we're going to work together anymore. And I hung up on them. This was when I was in Fort Mill. I was mad as can be. Seriously. Because if somebody, every time somebody buys a pair, they'll email me and say, I hear about it. You know what I mean? And if somebody went through that, I'd be so angry. So that day, I went out. It was almost like they were listening to me. I go on my feed, and there's a company called Barefoot. It's a minimalist shoe. I'm a minimalist through and through. It's not a joke. I really am. And so I looked at their website, and I thought about doing it. And they said, I looked at it, they had a thing to fill out if you have a channel and you want to, I hate the word influencer, but they had a thing to fill out. So I filled it out. They said, we'll let you know if you get it, if you qualify or whatever. So I did. They were going to give me some, but the problem is they're wicked expensive. They have shoes that are like $250 for a pair of shoes. And the problem is minimal. Like if you knew how light these shoes are, they don't have any weight to them. You know what I mean? But, so I didn't do it with them. And then out of nowhere, I get like 3 pair of shoes from Vibram that they sent to me in sizes they knew in models they knew my size. So I called me, made up. So I'm back with Vibram again. Hi, Carpenter. Good to see you. I'm trying to see any other questions I missed. Zeus, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Alan McGee, thanks for being here. Yeah, Diablos was great. That was a good burger. I mean, I'm seeing if I missed anybody's comments. Do I remember where in Tennessee? Man, you had to say that. I'll get it. I'll answer you the next time we're doing a live stream. Promise. My art piece on white pillows and sheets. I have this one, this one here, this one. I have a whole bunch of them, and they're perfect because you wake up and you look down, and you're like, oh my God, it's amazing. So every time that happens, I take a picture of the sheet and I take a picture of the tattoo and I keep them together. It's funny. How much did that hurt? Is Jesus' name on his lip? Did that hurt a lot? Because the two, Brandon Grundy, good to see you, dude. I'm glad you cut a live too. Thanks for being here. The 2 places that I've got a lot of ink, and the only ones that really hurt me were right here on the point of my shoulder, right here. There's no fat at all. And then right there, that was a mother. That was the worst. Honest to God, that was so bad. When I said I want, this is a great guy. His name is Sammy. He's in the Philippines and he's won all kinds of awards. He's just an amazing tattoo artist. And I met him and he knew me. He knew the show. And he says to me, we're at a festival in Manila. And he says, hey, why don't you come by the shop and I'll tattoo you? I said, for real? He goes, yeah. And I said, do you have time? He goes, yeah, I got time. I said, he goes, what do you want? And I don't know what possessed me. We're in this building. I said, you know what? You're an artist. Aren't you tired of telling people telling you what to draw? How about you just decide what to do? You draw it out and I'll agree to it and you tattoo me. He goes, are you serious? I said, yeah. His wife is terrific. Her name is Kat. She's a tattoo artist. They both have won awards. So I said, yeah, I'm dead serious. She goes, well, what kind of stuff do you like? I said, the bus, right? I said, guitar, peppers, my friends. So he came up with this. So I go to his shop. It's a bus. There's the front of it. It's a very cool tattoo, man. I dig it. Anyway, so I get the tattoo. I go there. He shows it to me. I went, it's perfect. He goes, really? I said, yeah. So I laid down. I fell asleep when he did this one. It was fun. It was a good time. Keith Kindlings might get some after Christmas. But you know what? It's a great. Some people don't like it. I love the way it feels. I really do. I don't think I get on my lip though. Man, that must hurt. Narfin says Reapers and dark chocolate are a match. Somewhere for sure. They're great together. Yeah, here's the deal. I don't like milk chocolate. Not a fan. I really don't. I'll never buy milk chocolate. But dark chocolate, I can eat all day long. Jason Collins cares. Thank you all for being here and spending time with us on Saturday evening. No, for real. Honestly, I think about that all the time. All the things. Kristen Melinda's a rock star. How do you feel, by the way, Kristen? I hope you're feeling good. Spicer says, I thought you meant fatty motorcycle. I used to want one of those for the longest time. But it's Saturday night. There's 100,000 things you could do tonight, but you're hanging out with me and us. That's beautiful. I think we're here for collectively more so than for me, but thank you. The newish wet boneless wings from Wendy's are complete trash. Can I tell you something, Brandon? I'm going to take your word for it. I'm not going to buy it. You know why I'm not going to buy it now that you've said that? Because more than likely you're right. And if I buy it and don't like it, then I end up feeling like I bought it just to dump on it. And I hate that feeling. Like I want to like everything that, I don't, but I want to like everything that comes my way. It's just sad that doesn't often happen. You can't like them all. Dalton Young, thank you for being here. Love your videos. Thank you. I love you loving my videos. I need to get another tattoo. I told my mother my next tattoo was a tattoo that says mom. She hates ink. I think it'd be funny. Ron Paul did nothing wrong. How you doing? You know what? Everybody's guilty, dude. Me most of all. We're all guilty of something. And a politician? Bizzle says, Bard, I'm a ninja. You know what, Kristen? You say that. I've gotten a lot better over the years. I used to be a hoarder. I used to have, at any given point, 200 or 300 bottles, 400, 500 bottles of sauce in my collection. I'm not even joking you. And then I got to a point where what I'd rather do is share that sauce with somebody else, and give it out and let other people try it. So right now I probably have 50 or 60 bottles. I know that sounds bad. It's not like it used to be. So look who's coming up on the After the Burn. After the Burn. Here is, are you ready? Tuesday. It's going to be an exciting one. Can't miss it. Here we go. Brian Scope, executive producer. He is the man who did Super Hots. He's done a bunch of tons of different reality shows. And in the time that I got to hang out with him, I was on the set for like 38 days, I think, or something, of the for shooting super hot. And I spent a lot of time with him, ate a lot of meals with him. He's a funny, really intelligent, great guy. It's going to be a fun interview, but he's going to be fascinating. I'm going to pick his brains on super hots. I'm going to ask him why he called me what do you call me again? The Chili King? Yeah, the Chili Kingmaker. That was brutal. He could have said it once and it still would have been bad, but he said it so many times. Anyway, here's the second of the week, which happens on Thursday. Another great one. Huh? David Ashley. I've already shown you this today. David Ashley invented this, which really was never, ever meant to be used the way people have been using it. Never. It was not meant for that. Anyway. Let me see here. Bizzle says, Bard, I'm good. Just sad Johnny won't get my name tattooed on his forehead. Can you imagine that Bizzle across my head? I have to say, it was like, people would ask me, dude, where'd you get that tattooed? I said, it's a new pepper. You haven't heard of the Bizzle pepper? They go, oh, yeah, the guy's committed to his craft, man. Gets a hot Bizzle pepper, tattoos it on his forehead. That's what I'd say when I was in public. Dark chocolate is life. Yeah, man. There are some companies that can, like there's a 70, 75, 80% cacao or whatever. Don't get the 95 because you think, man, it's going to be dark chocolate. You won't like it. Maybe you will. I didn't, and I love dark chocolate. I keep thinking I might get a tattoo. Not a single one yet. Then don't. I don't know if you should. I have no regrets. I love every one of mine. I had a dream shortly after I started the channel that all my tattoos I woke up and all my tattoos were gone. And I had hair. Freaked me out. I really went like this, and there's no hair, so I knew I was cool. But it scared me for a minute. Shout out to Harvest 912 being out in the cold all day, giving shoes and love to those in need. For real. Let me tell you something. They're the most amazing people. There's not an ulterior motive in them. They're the most altruistic, kind, giving people. This is what people don't realize about it. Not only does every penny they make from Mad Cow, every dime goes to Harvest 912. When they get paid, they're putting their own money into it. They're paying to do Harvest 912. They're amazing people. I love them. So if you haven't seen them, go check them out. Harvest912.org. Thank you, Tracy. Oh, Keith Kingman says, Daddy duty time. Good night, everyone. Love you guys and Johnny. Bless you guys. Stay safe and healthy. I'll catch you all on the next one. Yes, you will, Keith. Enjoy your children. Boy, daddy time is awesome. You are definitely guilty, Bizzle. You are one guilty man. I'm telling you. I'm not saying that. He said it himself. I'm guilty. Definitely. You know Bizzle like I know Bizzle. Always got me. I'm going to trick you and do it with a black magic marker. For sure. Alan's the opposite. He doesn't like dark chocolate. My wife loves it, though. When I was a kid, I liked regular chocolate. Milk chocolate. You know, milk chocolate with almonds, the Hershey's, the milk chocolate with almonds. I'll eat one of those. But it's just not my favorite. Ulf Bai. Hello from Norway. Thank you for being here. I'm just a chilly head, but thank you for saying that. You're the man for being all the way in Norway, hanging out with us. Appreciate you doing that. Joey Oliver says, Johnny, I'm going to send some peppers to you, maybe F2 to 4. If all goes well. Keep me posted, Joey. You know I love being threatened with a good time. You know my email. As you get close, email me if you need me. All right, let me see. I got a few. Oh, I do have a tattoo I regret. That was a big regret. Oh, big time regret. Justine, thank you for being here. All right, so let me check out the starred comments. I think there's a few. All right, Noah asks, have you ever tried pancit? My aunt is Filipino and makes the best pancit. You know what? I would be willing to bet you with all the time I was over there, I probably have tried it. I don't remember though. I'm posting this again just because it was so funny. It made me laugh. How long has it been since I rode a bike? Batty. I love you, Bizzle. Jason Bahura asks, I'm a guitar player, a guitar guy. Been into it a long time. Who's your favorite guitarist in history? It's a good question. You know what? There's some underrated one. Like Elliot Easton from the Cars is a wonderful guitarist. He really is spectacular. Billy Gibbons is one of my favorite guitarists. Ron Thal, Bumblefoot. I I know the guy. You know, we talk. He's a friend. So after meeting him in Dallas, I did the deep dive on Bumblefoot, and he's just the nicest guy in the whole world, and he's like he's just one of the best. He really is. John Petrucci's amazing. You know what I mean? And Buckethead. Ron's right there with all of them. He really is. So he's one of my favorites. Are the shoes durable? Yeah, Narfman. You know what? I've worn out. I have 5 current pair. I've worn out 2 in 5 or 6 years. So they last a long time. I have a pair I'd show you, but I don't want to leave the frame of the camera. In the other room, I have 2 different kinds of marathon shoes. They're the same shoes, just 2 different colors, 2 different color models, but the same model that are marathon shoes, and they are exceptional. They're meant to run long, marathons. So they last me a long time. Sam asks, have I had the Remortali sauce from Rata Farms yet? Not yet, but there's some on their way. I'm excited to try that. Okay, I just caught up. I'm going back. Oathby says, pain and guitar has saved me, man, from a lot of stuff regarding pain. Peppers. Stevie Ray made me cry, man. The guy could play, couldn't he? Yngwie Malmsteen. He's savage. Yngwie's a savage. You know who? I'll tell you what. Who is the guy? I'm not going to think of it because you said that. Who's the guitarist? He plays strats. He plays scallops next. You know what a scalloped fret is? Where it's between frets. It's dug out. He's long hair. He's a speed. When I say speed, I don't mean the drug. I mean he's just blisteringly fast. What's his name? Somebody's probably answering me. I'm not looking at the. It's not Jeff Beck is great. Oh my God, I can't think of it. Somebody's gonna say it. He's an amazing guitarist, but I don't like his personality. You got Joe Walsh, who's a great guitarist. I can't believe I can't remember the guy's name. Somebody help me. This guy, I'm so angry right now. I can't think of who I'm trying to think of. Let me go back to another question. Eric Johnson is very underrated. I agree with that. I heard you. But listen, you know what? We're at an age now where there's a 7-year-old in every country that's better than almost anybody you'll ever hear on a record. I'm not even joking. Noah says best place to get spicy pickles from. I made my own, but want to try others. Yeah, you need to try. Oh, what is his name? I can't think. Texas. Oh my God. Give me a second. I'm gonna look back. Give me just 1 second. You want to look at you're going to be looking for somebody's probably saying it in the chat, but I can't even see it because I'm looking through my to try to find. Where is I feel so stupid I can't remember he's a great guy. He's a friend of mine. This is terrible. I'm going to come back and it'll be answered in the chat. I could have just read it, but I'm trying to find it because I feel so guilty. That's not it. Is that it? No, that's not it either. Wow, I can't believe I can't find it. This is pathetic. Give me 1 more second. I'm going to abandon it and just feel bad. Yep, I'm giving up. Sorry about that. Somebody's going to say it. It's in Texas, man. He's a wonderful guy. I can't think of his name. Sorry, you guys. It's terrible. No, that's the guy did the cowboy candy was Rich Newton. Dime Bag was amazing. That's a fact. I'm not over that yet. Chet Atkins is great. I stumped Johnny Scoble. You did, man. I can't believe it. I'm easy to stump, dude. Look at Rocket Queen. See her? See Rocket Queen LT? She asked about Chet Atkins. I have, see her avatar? I have that tattoo of me. And the day that Jerry died, I went into a tattoo shop and had a teardrop put in it. Jason says, I'm friends with Jimi Hendrix's cousin. Man, that's crazy cool. Wow. Alex Lifeson is wickedly underrated. Yep. And I'll tell you, Caress of Steel, 2112, every album they ever did is amazing. That was the chair, not the cat. The squirrel. Good kitty. All right. League of Fire. You gotta be kidding me. How cool is that? Hi, Paul. Hi, Shahina. Whoops. Hi, Noah. Yes, Mikey V's. Thank you. Noah. He stumped me and then saved me. Mikey V's has great spicy pickles. God, I'm sorry, Mike. Mikey V's a great guy. Hello, Shahina. Hello, Paul. Good to see you guys. Favorite Jimmy song and go. Who? Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page, which Jimmy are we talking about? Let me think. My favorite Jimi Hendrix song? I don't know, man. There's so many good ones. Little Red House is epic. Jimmy, it had to be Hendrix. I'll go with that. Jimmy Page is not a whole lot of solo stuff. It does, but how about John Mayer and the Dead? You know what? I love the Dead so much. I haven't seen them since Jerry died. It's just different. I'm not a fan of John Mayer. Musically, he's a virtuoso. I get that. And he's very, very talented. You know what he is? He's a male version of Taylor Swift. That's who he is. If you're a guy and you start dating Taylor Swift, you just know there's an album going to be made about you, and it's going to make her another $100 million. Same thing with John Mayer. You date your girl, you date John Mayer. You're in a. It's it. That's it. You're going to be immortalized in history. The song. Hot Sauce Junkie Tim. Good to see you, dude. It's good being here, man. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix, Little Red House is Manic Depression is great. Hey Joe is great. There's a lot. Crosstown Traffic is great. Little Wing. There's so many. Ethan Morgan. Thank you for being here. I've been trying to figure out a way to send you a bottle of my 7-pot Primo and chocolate Primatali tincture that I made. Would you be interested in trying it? Ethan, if you'd like to send some, you certainly are welcome to. My P.O. box is, you know what? I don't know. Can somebody look up my P.O. box and toss it in there for me so I'm not looking like an idiot? I'll make you guys do it. Please, if you guys don't mind. Thank you, Ethan. If you can mail it there. But thank you. I appreciate that. Galf, you can't wait to start My Seeds again, right? Manic Depression is a great one. All of this stuff is, listen, he was just on a different level. It's a good description of John Mayer. It is. And it's like, here's the thing. I can't stand people that are that predictable. Like, I don't even know you. I can tell you what you're going to do. It's irritating, man. Agreed, but you're a metalhead, man. I'm not sure what I am. I don't know if I'm a metal. I play a lot of metal, but I play a lot of just mainstream old classic rock and Kiss and stuff like that. Man, I don't know if you watched the interview with Ron Thal. Right before we played, I was playing God of Thunder by Kiss. And in the beginning, we were just talking. I mentioned that right before the video started, I was kind of practicing God of Thunder, and he goes just like this. Oh, picks up his guitar, and he's immediately playing God of Thunder, and the tone and the sound, and just the guy's just on a different level, man. It was just very, very cool. Paul. All right, Noah asks, where's a website or app for chili heads you wish existed? What's a website or app for chili heads you wish existed? I got some ideas for developer. You know what? I've thought about it. I got a great idea for one. If you know a developer, Noah, do me a favor. I really do have a spectacular idea for one. So email me at chasetheheat@gmail.com. I'll throw you my idea. You can have it. Dizzy, really dig how you're bringing back the descriptions. Bringing back? What are you talking about? I think I'm starting. I don't think it's always been the same cut and paste because I didn't realize the importance of having a description box that was, I'm glad you enjoy it. Thank you, Krista Melenda. There's where you can mail it, 4764 East Sunrise Drive, 173. And that is it. It makes the video have a little extra shine. Thank you, Dizzy Dragon. I know he's good with Dead and Company. I know he is. Listen, I get it. But here's the thing. I just, like, if we were friends, at some point, I would smack him in the face. I can just tell you, I would not, we'd probably end up being friends, but at some point we'd have to, Captain Jenks asks, have you ever had a Hungarian hot pepper? They are lime green and color. I have. I've had many. It's a beautiful pepper. Ulf by no Chili Head Klaus from Denmark too, bro. Yep, I know Chili Klaus. He's a trip. Have you checked out the Spark amp? I have 2 of them. I love Spark. I'm buying the cabinet next. Spark's the greatest thing that ever happened. I swear to God, it is. You know what the problem is? There are guys that like to tinker and like to do micro adjustments. I have like 3 or 4 that the sound is just perfect. I don't mess with it. You touch it, it sounds like you have a crew that set that up for you. Spark is amazing. And cheap, forget about it. Hey, I don't know. Listen, if you're a company, you make a normal amp, you got to be scared. It's the #1 selling amp and has been for a long time. Balaki, have a wonderful night, dude. You have a good night. Yeah, Jason, I can't agree with you more. It's amazing. It absolutely is. The tone is frightening. The different sounds you can get is just absurd. 5,000 different tones. Like, you name the effects. I mean, it's everything. It's amazing. Season 5 tended to have them. Huh. Okay. We're in season 9. Isn't that crazy? Good night. Can't believe how did that happen? Oh. HU Soja 95 UH. Finally got my seeds. I've been hoping for him. He's a great guy, man. I'm glad you got him. Grow some great peppers. I hope it works well. Keep us posted on your grow. All right, hands up. Who wants Johnny to jam next time he's at a Pepper Fest? Why did I read that? Krista Melina says that guitar you were playing in the short today looked wonderfully ergonomic. Yeah, it's this one right here. It's one of my favorites. It's light as can be. It's just super comfortable. Great flavor, great feel and tone, and old Dumble man, but can't afford it. Let me tell you something. You guys listen. For people that know guitars, Strandberg. This is kind of a copy, a knockoff of a Strandberg. I used to own Strandberg. I traded a Strandberg for this because this company is called GOC, and I think it's a better guitar. How about that? And that's coming from a guy I've owned him. To me, it's a better guitar. It's better sound, feels better. Believe it or not, it's even more balanced than the Strandberg is. I'm in love with it. Brandon Grundy, thank you for being here, man. I really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Dean, of All Things Spicy, can be the lead singer. You know what's great about it's the only guitar I have here. Or I have 3 or 4 in Fort Mill at Foy's house. But the only guitar I have here is a 7-string. But what's good about it is it's forcing me to play my 7-string. And it's great because I'm getting better, because it's different. It's a different instrument. I mean, it's the same. And the only thing is it's a B note above the E. And the first time I had a 7-string, it was like a foreign instrument. I felt like a monkey doing a math problem. I couldn't figure it out. Nothing seemed right. It was horrible. I had it for 6 months and sold it. And then I saw this one. And I traded my Strandberg for it. And ever since I got it, something just seemed to click. It's the strangest thing in the whole world because nothing with guitar ever clicked with me, ever. And when I got this 7-string, things clicked. And it's just been wonderful. Galthy, I am not allowed in Canada or Australia, actually. No, I can't. They won't let me there. Canada is hard-nosed with they're more vicious than Australia is. If you've ever had a DWI, which unfortunately I've had, you are banned from ever going to Canada. So unfortunately, I won't be going. Do you think your friend that makes guitars will be able to make a chili pepper one? That would be me. No, I've been talking to that guy for a long time. He's a wonderful dude. His name is forget it. I'm not gonna tell you his name. I can't remember his name. He's a wonderful guy. Barlow. His last name is Barlow. He's a terrific guitar maker. And I'm not gonna have it shaped like a pepper, but what I'm gonna eventually do is have him make something similar to this, but just custom knobs. Everything's gonna be like boutique. And in the fingerboard, it'll say chase the heat, or it'll have peppers, in the fingerboard. So that's something that he said he would do. So, but that's down the road. That's not so wild down the road. You're so funny. You're too kind, Arva. You're so funny. Can you play any others? I can barely play the ones I've got. No, dude, I can't. I wish I could. I cannot. I don't read music, which is the thing that's so bad. Lost a spring and break today. Anyone else know where it is? I don't, Rick. I hope you figure it out. Uh-oh. Well, we got a drummer. We got Sam playing cowbell. And we got Dizzy Dragon, the triangle player. Put the band back together, man. When I was a kid, I had a friend named Bob. And I was probably, I thought I was a freshman or sophomore. And there was this barn that we used to go in and play. And he'd play bass. And he played bass kind of like Sid Vicious played bass. If anybody knows anything about Sid Vicious, you know what I'm talking about. He really couldn't play bass. And the fact is, I really couldn't play guitar then either. But we used to plug in and make a lot of awful noise and make everybody mad at us. League of Fire said we had a band eat Superhouse and perform at a festival in Wiltshire, England last year. It was great. Got to see Johnny jam and burn up. I'm game. Let me know. I'm up for that. Seriously. You know what? Captain Jenks, you're wonderful. I don't like the color of that guitar. It's the only thing about it I don't like. But I'm learning to live with it. It's comfortable like a pair of old jeans, man. It's perfect. Bizzle can play. He can play it all. Just turn on that radio. All right, guys, we've been on for a little bit over an hour. Does anybody have any last questions? Or did I miss any that I starred and then forgot? No, I think that's it. So if anybody has any last questions or comments, like in the wedding, speak now, or hold your peace until next time. Hey, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys. I can't use music. I have to use your soul. Yeah. I've gotten good with. If a string goes even a little out of tune, I can hear it. So, you know what I mean? That there was a long time where I wouldn't even necessarily know if one string was a little out of tune. Now it's glaringly obvious to me. So I've gotten a little bit better. Oh, I wish I had stuck with it when I was a kid, back when Mr. Contessa was teaching me. Thank you, Urja, for hanging out. Thank you, Mark Habits. Hey, thank you, everybody, for being here. Arwa, thank you so much. Everybody, all my mods, everybody took the time to come in and hang out with me. I appreciate you guys so much. You're wonderful. Tomorrow's, yeah, tomorrow's Sunday, 5 o'clock. Oh, got a question from Dizzy Dragon. I'll wait. What you got for me, Dizzy? DJ Daddy, good to see you, bro. Dizzy, you just having fun with me? You got a question? No? You're just throwing cues at me. Thank you, Captain Jenks. Appreciate it very, very much. All of you, thank you so much. Rick Spicer, have a great night. James Collins cares. Jimmy Fowler. You know what? Let me see if maybe they'll be kind to me tonight. Hang on a second. I'll see if I can get a list. Yes. Excellent. All right. First, my wrenches. Bizzle, Brock Bambi, Dean from Conjure Vapors, Hot Sauce, Chunky Tim, James Collins cares, Jason P, Chris Melinda. Don't tell me I don't have the best mods in the business. Captain Jenks, Dizzy Dragon, DJ Daddy-O, Gouthie, Herja, Jane and Barbara Aldrich, Jason Paura, Jeremy Fowler, League of Fire, Mark Alberts, Narfman, Noah Wright, Sam, Pepper Poppy, Rick Spicer, Rocket Queen, LT, Arwa, Ulfby, and Wes Lightburn. I love you guys. Tell someone you love them. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll see you guys in Jason P. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 5:05 p.m. Mountain Time. Love you guys.